This is a Saturday morning TV log from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday morning TV log, and this time around it's the Tom and Jerry Show, brought to us by Hanna-Barbera and Metro Goldwyn Mayer. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm the Big D, and this is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So this week's Saturday morning TV log is the Tom and Jerry Show, also sometimes referred to as the new Tom and Jerry Show, an animated television series that brought back the famous cat and mouse duo in a new, friendly sort of way. Originally premiering on ABC on September 6, 1975, as originally part as the Tom and Jerry Grape Ape Show, and then the following year as the Tom and Jerry Grape Ape Mumbly Show. Anyway, now the series was produced by Hanna-Barbera, who of course the actual founders themselves actually worked on some of the old classic theatrical shorts for MGM, who of course co-produced the series with the studio. Now then, of course, Tom and Jerry started off the first half of the series, and then Grape Ape for the second half, and then Mumbly for the third part the next year. I'll get to those series later on down the road. Now, even though I have yet to talk about the Mumbly Show or the Great Grape Ape, I will certainly talk about those later on down the road. Now, unlike other incarnations of Tom and Jerry, the duo are shown as friends instead of enemies, and this series did not use the slapstick chases and the violence central to the theatrical shorts due to concerns at the time regarding such material on children's programming. Now, most episodes either dealing with different hijinks at home, working different jobs, and contending with Spike the Bulldog, of course. Now, of course, Jerry wears a red bow tie. Now, among some of the things they do, they roam the world, they compete in sports, endure on the job misadventures, and run afoul of dastardly villains, and solving mysteries and helping others, and what have you. But anyway, while it may not be like the classic shorts, the duo do compete against each other in some episodes, but not a lot. However, it did spark negative attention of this incarnation, and the format was no longer being used. Yes, it was given mixed to negative reviews due to the lack of slapstick, violence, and what have you. Having Tom and Jerry as friends, the lack of quality and perfectly written episodes, the poor grasp or ignorance on the source material, and the fact this cartoon was made in the time where toons have to follow the television regulations in the past. Also, the low budget animation is regarded to be mediocre compared to the original shorts, but is considered to be at its best compared to their next series. Now, of course, the series is not on physical media, though. This, along with their other series, which was produced by rival studio Filmation, the Tom and Jerry Comedy Show, which returned them back to their original antics, kind of got dissed and what have you. So thus they would have never been released on physical media. However, some episodes were included in the second volume of Saturday Morning Cartoons 1970s in 2009, and the following year in the Tom and Jerry The Deluxe Anniversary Collection in 2010. Now the show had also been streamed in some parts on Cartoon Network at times, but also Boomerang actually aired the show where it was restored with just the Tom and Jerry show intro. Anyway, now not only were most of the theatrical shorts included, but so was this series and the Tom and Jerry comedy show. But all were confusingly listed as the same series, but despite being different series. The app includes almost every episode of the series except for a few of them. In 2023, the series did get shown on Tubi, but unfortunately, it's no longer available. They still have the original classic shorts, though, but not this series, though. Oh well. But anyway, I have seen reruns of this series because I was curious. It's not completely that bad. It's just different, and what have you. Well, apparently, another bit of an issue was when Joseph Barbera was asked in 2000 by The Guardian if public pressure had resulted in Tom and Jerry being less violent in this show. He said that the same arguments were going on 50 years ago. Yep, how you like that, people? Oh well. Anyway, the show had continued on in reruns for the next year. I'm checking my source here. Yes, because the show originally had 16 episodes produced and aired, each having three cartoons for an overall total of 48 segments. So, and they were all 7 minutes. Now, of course, after that, of course, the next year in '76, reruns of Tom and Jerry and Grape Ape were shown with Mumbly, an, a silly character that was kind of like Mudley in ways, who would later go on to be shown on the Laugh Olympics the following year. Whereas Grape Ape was dropped and was featured in Laugh Olympics, so they had reruns of Tom and Jerry and Mumbly together for the '76 to '77 season. The Tom and Jerry show continued on reruns internationally as well. So anyway, yes. Of course, TBS also re-aired it, as well as in Canada, it also aired on Teletoon and Teletoon Retro as well. So anyway, this is this is good and what have you. Well, it's not the best though, but it's still a pretty fun film. It's not a film series, but a nice little tune and take on the cat and mouse duo. Now, of course, we have a big voice acting cast. John Stephenson, who, of course, most people know as the voice of Mr. Slate from the Flintstones and from various other cartoons that Hanna-Barbera did. There's too many of them. Did Tom and Jerry's vocal effects and lots of other characters. Other voices include Henry Corden, who later went on to take on the role of Fred Flintstone, Kathy Gorey, Don Masick, another familiar voice, rest in peace, Alan Oppenheimer, Joe E. Ross, Hal Smith, Gene Vanderbilt, Wilma Flintstone herself, and Rosie the Robot from the Jetsons, Jan Waldo, Lane Weinreb, and Frank Welker. They all provided their voices to this here series. But like I said, while this Tom and Jerry show isn't one of the best though, but it still has a nice little charm to it. If your kids were bothered by the violence in the original series, they could watch this one if they wish. But if not, then stick with the classics and what have you. That would be the thing to do. So this is just going to be a quick Saturday morning TV log. So that's about all I can tell you about the Tom and Jerry show. Now it's a shame they didn't have other characters from their from the old MGM shorts like Droopy and what have you. Now, although those characters would be featured in the Tom and Jerry comedy show, which premiered 2 years after this series had ended. So anyway, enough said. The Tom and Jerry show, you be the judge on where if you like this over the originals shorts or not. You be the judge. So, what did you think of the Tom and Jerry show from 1975? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe, click the bell icon for notifications, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, and you know the rest. I'm only 6 subscribers away from 1100. Keep it up. I think I could possibly make it before 2025 is over with, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves yet. But it could happen. And join me later on tonight for a spoiler-free review of Avatar, Fire and Ash, and our theater reaction will come up later in the day. So if you like this, consider checking out some of these other cartoons that had some, takes on familiar characters. You can check out my Saturday morning TV log on the all-new Popeye Hour in the upper left-hand corner. The upper right-hand corner is a Saturday Morning TV log on the Pink Panther and Sons. Or if you'd like, check out a later Tom and Jerry series from 1990, that being the Tom and Jerry Kids. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TV log. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TV log is the Fraggle Rock animated series. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya.